So there's a bit of breaking news in the NFL, and it's not really breaking news yet, but it's probably going to be a huge story for the next couple days. And that story is, of course, Dez Bryant is in negotiations to sign a contract with the New Orleans Saints. This is in week 10, of course, of the NFL season, so it's kind of weird that it took this long for Dez Bryant to get to a team, but we'll get to that later. It seems though as though after working out with the Saints with Brandon Marshall, he is in negotiations with the team. After working out with the Saints, the All-Pro wide receiver left without a contract, but the team liked what they saw, and the sides are in negotiations on a deal. Sources told NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport and NFL Network's Tom Pelissero and Jane Slater. And this is by an article by Around the NFL staff on NFL.com. He's been close before, so nothing's done until it's done, but all signs are pointing that way. So it's kind of like indicating that this is pretty much going to be like a done deal type thing. It's just working out like the specifics of what the 1 year contract will be. It'll probably be pretty heavily incentive based. I'll see on Twitter if there's any new updates. Nope, there's nothing really new yet, but we probably can presume what his contract it'll be. It'll be just like a quick 1 year thing, probably a couple $1 million, maybe more on if like on incentives. Maybe the whole thing will be incentives, but there will probably be some kind of incentives, maybe a couple $1 million, because he is pretty much just a 6 or 7 week rental plus the playoffs. So you basically getting him for half a year. And of course for Dez Bryant, like this is a good move for the Saints, I think, because I'm pretty sure being a free agent for this long into the season will have humbled the diva inside of Dez Bryant, making him sort of a attractive free agent. Maybe he's humbled himself. Maybe he understands like what his position in the NFL could be now that he's a bit older. And nobody really jumped out of their shoes to sign him when he was released by Dallas. So and if he is signed, he joins a pretty weak wide receiving core, which is led by Michael Thomas, and that's about all they got. They got Traquan Smith, Austin Carr, and Cameron Meredith. So I mean, this would be a huge signing for the Saints as long as Dez Bryant drops the diva attitude and realizes with his age and his past performances as a wide receiver, the Dez dropped it, the Butterfinger stuff. He'll come in with some humbleness and work alongside Michael Thomas and work with Drew Brees to immediately give this Saints in like a really scary offense. And just a little fun fact: if this actually does happen and he is signed, the Saints play the Cowboys in Dallas on November 29th in prime time. So like this will be a national game, and then all of a sudden Dez Bryant's back against his former team in Dallas. So that's a fun story. Some other news. Let's see if there's anything new. We'll check Twitter one more time before we end the video. Nope, there's nothing really yet. So expect that deal to come around tomorrow if they do announce it. If it does happen, it'll be tomorrow. It probably won't happen tonight because they'll want to make a big deal about it. Maybe it'll leak out that this happened, but as of right now, at 10:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 November 6th is when I'm recording this, so he's not signed yet. But Aqib Talib is aiming for a post-Thanksgiving return. Griffin hellbound on success. Nick Mullins to start at quarterback for the 49ers against the Giants. Raiders. Irvin clears. Oh, cool. Bruce Irvin is now a free agent. He cleared waivers. Le'Veon would play at QB franchise. Holy shit. He would play at a quarterback level salary number if the team franchises Le'Veon again next year, they'd have to pay him what a quarterback would get being franchise tagged. Lions cut Amir Abdullah, ex-Texans wide receiver Ellington. So I mean, they got rid of Abdullah, who's fumble prone, injury prone, not that good, and signed Bruce Ellington, maybe to make up for slightly the loss that getting rid of Golden Tate has created for the team. Yeah, pretty much Twitter's everyone's up into like a buzz. Like everyone's like, oh please, please, please sign Dez Bryant to New Orleans. Please, New Orleans, please get him. So it looks like everybody wants this to happen. It looks like it's gonna happen. Everyone's reporting it's going to happen. It's just a matter of if and when and for how much. And I don't know, maybe a year for $2 million with some incentives is what's probably gonna happen. But yeah, so the Saints might be signing Dez Bryant on a pretty surprising move. So let's see what happens. Alright, thank you so much for listening to this DRTV presentation. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, and let me know what you think about Dez Bryant possibly suiting up in New Orleans. Is this a good move? If Dez drops the diva attitude, it can't go wrong, right? Let me know. Have a great night. See you later.